playing with that thing.
I've just got to adjust this.
Give me the sequence calculations. Now!
They're already done.
I wonder if it will be raining.
Stand by.
Herr Hitler!
Ja, was ist los? Ich habe keine Zeit, hier rumzustehen.
Ja, ich verstehe.
Did you find him?
Hitler is out of the way.
Congratulations, Professor. With Hitler removed...
Time will tell. Sooner or later. Time will tell.
Radenko. How long did it take the gas to work?
Is it safe to speak?
Of course. Go on.
The kill time depends upon the weight of the subject. The children were terminated in less than 15 seconds, and the adults took longer, 18 to 42 seconds.
No survivors?
None, Comrade Stalin.
The total dead?
Approximately 840.
My intelligence said there were 877 people in the village. How do you account for this discrepancy?
Inaccurate intelligence?
Enough. Begin full production of the gas.
Already underway, Comrade Stalin.
Meet our newest officer. According to this profile, you should prove useful.
I would like to see that profile.
Give the lieutenant something important to do. That is all, Gradenko.
Forgive me, Comrade Stalin, but there is something else. Outside Torun, we have met with guerrilla resistance. They have blocked the roads into town here and here.
They are enemies of the people. Destroy the town and kill everyone in it. Come, my dear. I have an assignment which requires your special skills.
Let's see how you handle this. Go at once to Turun. Destroy everything and everyone. No prisoners, no survivors. That is all.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Awaiting
Reinforcements
orders.
have arrived.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. At once.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative. Of course. At once.
Lost.
Awaiting
Reinforcements
affirmative.
have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Congratulations on earning this assignment, Commander. I am Captain Georgy Kukov, Chief of Field Operations for this region. Beyond this river lies Germany. Tomorrow our attack begins. For today, you have guard duty. See to it that nothing happens to the base or to the command center. The Allies have been moving closer and closer to our position. Watch out for sneak attacks. If conflict erupts, you have permission to take the fight to them. See you in Berlin.
Building.
Ready and waiting. At once.
Building. On hold. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Training.
Reporting.
Unit
At once.
ready.
Reporting. Report. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Training. Unit
Very
ready.
well.
Training.
Very well.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Building. Training. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Training.
Agreed.
Unit
At
ready.
once.
Training.
At once. Of course.
Unit ready. Training. Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Of course.
ready.
Of course.
Training.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
At once. Of course.
Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Training. Unit ready. Unit lost. Training. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Training.
At once.
Building. On hold.
Very well.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. 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 Very well. At once. At once. Very well.
Reinforcements have arrived.
At once.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Very well. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Reporting. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. At once. Waiting orders. Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
At
lost.
once. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Silos needed. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Waiting order. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Very
Unit
well.
ready.
Affirmative.
Silos needed. Training. Unit
Waiting
ready.
order. Affirmative.
Training.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
At once. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Of
Base is
course.
under attack. Mission accomplished.
The Imperialists are at our mercy. We have 14 tank divisions on this border.
And the Allies with only 3 divisions hold you off.
At the rate of our noble comrades' advance, we will occupy all of Europe within 60 days.
Perhaps, but 11 months over schedule. It is vital to our propaganda efforts that we take Berlin before Comrade Stalin's birthday.
Comrade Gradenko, did you not report all our nerve gas sites secure?
I inspected them myself.
And how did the Allied dogs eliminate our Sovrinsk facility?
Impossible! My security was...
Inefficient, as we feared. That plant was our primary site. Will there be enough nerve gas left to proceed with our plan? What about Einstein? Is his propulsion system research still on schedule?
Well,
I must report. A few hours ago, Einstein was kidnapped.
I know.
We are recovering him as we speak.
Good. Good! I do not wish to kill so committed an officer as you, Gradenko.
I don't know where Einstein is, yet. But I do know who betrayed our cause. We have tracked him down in Lund, where he undoubtedly waits to rendezvous with resistance forces. He must die a traitor's death. Get to Kriegen and use your dogs to sniff out the coward before he can take refuge in a safe house.
For king and country.
Explosive charge placed. Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started. Unit lost. Ten minutes remaining. Unit lost. Unit lost.
For king and country.
Explosive charge placed. Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Of course. Reporting.
Unit lost.
At once. Reporting. Reporting. Agreed. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Very well. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. 10 minutes remaining. Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. 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 At once. Ready and waiting. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Reporting. At once. Very well. Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
At once. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Very well.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
king and country.
Explosive charge, placed. Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Ready and waiting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge. Once.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Report. Agreed. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Very well.
10 minutes remaining.
Report. Very well. Agreed. Very well. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Very well.
Reinforcements
Affirmative.
have arrived.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Unit mission failed.
For king and country.
Explosive charge, placed. Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Reporting. At once. Reporting. At once. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Acknowledge. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Ready and waiting. Very well. Very well.
Unit lost.
Report. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. At once.
Reinforcements
Affirmative.
have arrived.
Agreed. Reporting. At once. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. At once. Very well.
10 minutes remaining.
Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Very well. Reporting. At once. Reporting. Agreed.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Of
lost.
course. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Awaiting orders. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Agreed. Ready and waiting. At once. Very well. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Waiting order. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. At once. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Mission accomplished.
Good work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines. Once the troops are in, use the soldiers to cut off Allied communications. With no early warning. We can take Berlin by surprise.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Our base is under attack. New construction options. Building. Unit lost. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit lost. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Building. Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Silos.
Yes, sir.
needed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting at once. Very well. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Comrade.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Allied
Affirm.
reinforcements
Acknowledged.
have arrived.
Affirm. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Allied
Acknowledged.
reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Base is
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Waiting orders.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Reporting.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Prepare. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle report.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Waiting orders. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Report acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Second
Acknowledged.
objective
Affirmative.
met.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Mission accomplished.
When you kill one, it is a tragedy. When you kill 10 million, it is a statistic. They call me killer, but I live only to serve the people. And the people's history will judge me. Where the Romans failed, I will succeed. Russia's borders will stretch from coast to coast, for a united Russia is our destiny. Those lands were taken away by corrupt Tsarist diplomats and criminal military officers. They were the enemies of the people. But enough of this. You have served me well. Continue to do so, and your future is as bright as the star of the Soviet Union. As a reward for your service to the people, I wish to promote you. Your first order as field captain is to proceed to Colchis Island. We need the ore there for a special project. In addition, we need to capture the Allied Communications Center. We must know what those Allied dogs are up to. Godspeed. Do what you must for the people.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready and waiting. At
New
once.
construction
Affirmative.
options. Building.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well.
Unit
At once.
lost.
Agreed. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Construction complete. New construction
Report.
options.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Report agreed. At once. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Our base is under attack. New
Yes, sir.
construction
At once.
options.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Agreed.
Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. At once. Yes, sir. At
Silence
once. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Waiting
Unit
orders.
lost. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Spy
Affirmative.
plane ready. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Unit ready. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Ready and
lost.
waiting. At once. Yes, sir. Of course.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Unit lost. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Silos needed. New construction options. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative.
Cannot deploy here. Unit ready. Building. New construction options.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Comrade. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Report affirmative.
Spy plane
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Select target.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Silos needed. Building. Silos needed. Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Report.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. 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 Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Training. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base
Waiting
is
for
under attack.
affirmative.
Cancel. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Unit
Ready and
lost.
waiting. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed.
Acknowledged. Once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Engineering.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Building.
Waiting orders.
Silos needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
First
Waiting affirmative.
objective met. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Silos needed. Primary building selected.
Report. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Building. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Select target.
Yes,
Reinforcements
sir.
have
Affirmative.
arrived.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost. Building.
Reporting. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting.
Orders.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Building. On hold. Spy plane ready. Cancel.
Ready and waiting.
Building.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Cancel. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy
Acknowledged.
plane ready. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle
On
reporting.
hold. Cancelled. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well.
Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, waiting order.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Cannot deploy
Acknowledged.
here.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Affirmative.
Report
Unit
acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Spy
Affirmative.
plane ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Waiting order.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Primary
Waiting
building
order.
selected.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements
Very well.
arrived.
Agreed. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit lost. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes,
Acknowledged.
sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Our base is
Waiting
under attack.
orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Yeah, okay. 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 Okay.
Vehicle
Unit
reported.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our
Affirmative.
base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Report affirmative. Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Waiting affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledge. Affirmative. Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost. Our base is
Awaiting
under
order.
attack.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Structure sold. Structure sold.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements
Yes,
have
sir.
arrived.
Acknowledged.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Structure sold.
Report acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Report affirmative.
Comrade, acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Very well.
Agreed. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Report acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements
Acknowledged.
have arrived.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Comrade, acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Reporting. Of course. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Vehicle reporting. Reporting. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements
Affirmative.
have arrived.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. At once. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed. At once. Ready and waiting. Very well. Reporting. Yes, sir. At once. Acknowledged. Very well. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Of course.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, very well. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
You said this would not happen. No matter how many we kill, they keep coming.
The United Nations begins to back their cause.
Condemn them to hell, incinerate them before they grow stronger. You are failing me.
The bombs are almost ready, Comrade Stalin. The final elements are being transported from Gorzov Air Base.
How?
By truck convoy. Here.
Guard them with your life. They must get through to Gorzov. If you fail, do not return.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements
Yes,
have
sir.
arrived.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Comrade, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
options.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Building. Prepare.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction options.
Reporting. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Very well. At once. At once. Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack.
Acknowledged. Yes,
Construction
sir.
options. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Construction complete.
Yes.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Yes,
Unit
Yes, sir.
Cannot deploy here. Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed.
Reinforcements have
Yes,
arrived.
sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Training. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Very well.
Training.
Ready and waiting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Agreed.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. At once.
Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Vehicle
Construction
acknowledged. Yes, sir.
options.
Agreed. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit lost. Training.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Waiting order
lost.
1. Course.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Training. Unit lost.
Reporting at
Unit
1. Very
ready.
well. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Ready and
Training.
waiting. Report. Acknowledged.
Base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report. Agreed. Agreed. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Construction complete. Building. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Waiting orders.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Report affirmative.
Building. Spike ready. New construction options. Select target. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Building. Our base is under attack.
Ready and waiting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Very well.
Building. Unit lost. Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building. Spy plane ready. Construction complete. Cancel. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Acknowledged. At
Unit
once.
lost. Unit ready. Building. Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack. Building. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Report. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Waiting
Building.
order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Spy
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting.
Unit
Comrade.
lost. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Comrade.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Silos needed.
Yes, sir.
Silos needed. Unit lost.
Ready and
Very
waiting.
well. Select target.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Of course. At once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. New construction options. Building. Building. Unit
Waiting
ready.
order. Yes, sir.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Report knowledge. Affirmative.
Ready.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Cancel. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building. On hold. Cancel. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Select target.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
On hold.
Vehicle
Cancel.
acknowledged.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report affirmative.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost. On hold. Cancel. Select target.
Report affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived. Construction complete.
Ready and
Yes, sir.
affirmative.
Naval unit
Very well.
lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade, acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Very well.
Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Silos needed. Building. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Vehicle acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Cancel. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
Cancel. Building.
Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements
Reporting.
have arrived.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Though? When? Is the core safe? You must stand your ground. Stop them! The Allies attacked the Commence nuclear reactor.
I'm on my way.
No, it's too important. You go. They shut off the coolant systems. The core will soon go critical. You must get inside the reactor and get the coolant towers back online.
Warning, warning. Core temperature rising. Meltdown imminent. Time until meltdown 30 minutes.
Timer started. Mission failed. Timer.
Yes, sir. One. Agreed.
30 minutes.
Affirmative.
remaining.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit. Mission failed. Timer.
Yes, sir.
Start.
At once.
30
Very well.
minutes
Affirmative.
remaining.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Mission failed. Timer.
Yes, sir. Twice.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
30
Affirmative.
minutes
Once.
remaining.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Very well. Affirmative.
Mission failed. Timer.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed.
30 minutes.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Once. Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit mission failed. Timer.
Yes, sir. At once.
30.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. At once. Of course. Affirmative.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
Very well. Reporting.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission failed. Timer.
Yes, sir.
start.
Lead.
30
Affirmative.
minutes.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Once.
Lost.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Control center deactivated.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Control center deactivated.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
Very well.
Mission failed. Timer start.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
30
Affirmative.
minutes remain.
Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. At once. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission failed. Timer start.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
30
Affirmative.
minutes. Unit lost. Timer.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Affirmative.
30
Affirmative.
minutes.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Timer started.
Yes, sir. At once.
30
Affirmative.
minutes
Once.
remaining. Unit Timer
Yes, sir.
started.
At once.
30
Affirmative.
minutes remaining.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Timer started.
Ready and wait.
Mission. Timer
Yes, sir.
started.
Agreed. Affirmative.
30
Affirmative.
minutes.
Affirmative. Very well. At once. Very well. At once. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. At once. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering.
Reporting. At once. Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. 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 Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes,
Control
sir.
center deactivated.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Control center deactivated.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Control center deactivated.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, affirmative. Yes.
Mission accomplished.
Control rod withdrawn. Meltdown averted. Have a nice day.
I promised you Berlin, Joseph. Did you doubt me?
If I did, I would kill you.
How better to show you my love and to give you a city for your birthday.
I could think of a few possibilities. Yeah. What?
Some things you are not cleared to see. Come, we are late for the briefing.
What is so important you interrupt a private briefing, Gradenko? You waste our time with magic shows?
This is Elba Island. Reconnaissance detected an Allied transport landing. Our agents went there, saw this, shot the videotape, and then nothing. It hadn't moved. We would have caught them. It simply disappeared.
Show me again. It's impossible. Whole units. I must know what can do this, Nadia. If it is a weapon, I must have it.
It could prove a formidable companion to our Iron Curtain project.
Iron Curtain?
You don't need to know about this, Comrade Kukov. Do we control Elba Island?
The area's resistance continues to offer the Ally support, but we have been dealing with these...
No excuses, comrade. We need that island. No, Gradinko. You stay. Send the captain to handle this.
Use our subs to keep more Allied units from landing and eliminate our enemies from the island.
Base is under attack. Preparing. Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready and waiting.
Building.
Very well.
Our base is under attack.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options. Reinforcements have arrived. Building. On hold. Cancel. Unit lost. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Acknowledged.
Silence.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Very well. Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Acknowledged. At once. Affirmative. 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 At once. Affirmative. Very well. Agreed. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Unit lost. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative.
Construction
once.
complete. New construction options. Building.
Ready and waiting. At once. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Agreed.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir.
Preparing. Spy plane ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Acknowledged. Once.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit
course.
ready. Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Perfect. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
Spy plane.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed. Yes, very well. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Reporting.
funds.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting. At once.
Unit
Of course.
Building.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Agreed. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Select target.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have
Acknowledged.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Credits stolen. Building.
Yes. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Our base
Agreed.
is under
Affirmative.
attack. Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Lost.
Agreed.
Acknowledged.
Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Very well.
Building. Unit
Very well.
lost. Credits
Reporting.
stolen.
Affirmative.
Select target. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Waiting order.
Unit lost.
Report agreed. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Yes,
funds.
sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Yes,
Reinforcements have
acknowledged.
arrived.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silence needed.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Cancel. Unit ready.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir.
On hold.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Insufficient funds. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Select target.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds. Spy plane ready. Select target.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Base
Reporting.
is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. On hold.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Very well.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Unit lost. Spy plane ready. Training. Select target. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. At once. Of course.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Ready and
Affirmative.
waiting.
Our
Waiting
base is
on
under
knowledge.
attack.
Waiting orders. Very well. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Reporting.
lost. Unit ready. Building.
At once. Yes, sir. At once.
Spy
Affirmative.
plane ready. Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Agreed.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. 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 Very well.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Waiting
Very
orders.
well.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost.
Acknowledged. Waiting acknowledged.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Naval unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Agreed.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Agreed. Affirmative. Once. Agreed.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Silos needed. Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Building. Repairing. Reinforcements have arrived. Our base is under attack.
Ready and agreed. Affirmative. Very well.
Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost. New construction
Affirmative.
options.
Acknowledged.
Base
Agreed.
is under attack.
Affirmative.
Preparing.
Waiting order. Agreed. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have
Very well.
arrived. Building. Unit lost.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Very well.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. New construction options. Building. Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Insufficient funds. New construction options. Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Affirmative.
Repairing.
Report acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Echo report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Report affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target. Unit ready. Building. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds. Building. On hold.
Waiting
Cancel.
affirmative.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Spy plane ready. Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Waiting order.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Spy
Agreed.
plane ready.
Very well.
Select target.
Affirmative.
Unit
Very well.
ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report
Unit
at once.
ready.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building. Spy plane ready.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit lost.
Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting acknowledged. Vehicle report acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
On hold. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Well. Yes, sir.
Select target. Select target. Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, okay.
Waiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Yeah, okay.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Spy plane ready. Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Building. Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes,
Our
sir.
base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Unit ready.
At once.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Credits stored.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Comrade.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah? Okay.
On hold. Cancel.
Waiting order.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. At once.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Yes, sir.
Prepared.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Building.
Yeah, okay, okay,
Okay. 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 Okay.
Insufficient
Okay.
funds.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yeah, okay. 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 Okay.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. New construction options. Training. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Structure.
Reporting. Very well.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting. Very well.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report agreed. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Construction complete. Repair.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Unit
Affirmative.
Yes,
ready.
sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base
Yes, sir.
is under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Comrade.
Unit ready. Building. Insufficient
Report
funds.
acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Our base is under attack. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Our base is under attack.
Awaiting orders.
Waiting affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spotlight
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Select target.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Repairing.
Waiting affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Report acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Select target.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, okay.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Building. Spy plane ready.
Comrade.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Select target. Unit ready. Unit lost. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Report acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building. Spy plane ready. Building. Select target. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options. Building. Select target. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready. Building.
Report affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes,
Unit
sir. Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Report. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Select target. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir. Vehicle acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Affirmative.
ready. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting orders. Ready and waiting. Agreed. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Naval
orders.
unit lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Select target. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Select target.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Yes,
Awaiting
affirmative.
orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Comrade.
lost.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Report. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Naval unit lost. Insufficient funds.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Select target. Mission accomplished.
Rusty boys. No one must hear of this. Do you recognize these names?
They are your generals. But I don't see my name.
Be thankful. I named these men as traitors. They're plotting to kill me. They think I will destroy Mother Russia.
But you?
You have always stood by me. When I regained the lands stolen by the Europeans and the Chinese, you were there. You fought nobly to make my dream come true. So now, I'm going to give this honor to you.
Death warrants?
Sign them. Reaffirm your loyalty to me by ridding Russia of her enemies.
Curious. Stalin said nothing about the truck Gradenko abandoned.
Containing elements of Iron Curtain.
Yes. We must get it back. I'm sure you'll find a suitable way to handle Comrade Gradenko.
The truck and its contents were abandoned somewhere in this region. The Allies captured the truck and brought it to this way station. They intend to move it to safe territory and study its contents carefully.
This cannot be allowed to happen. We cannot risk recapturing the truck. It is now a liability. Do not allow the truck or any Allied unit to leave the area.
Low power. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting. Affirmative.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repairing. Low power.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Base is under attack.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Unit lost. Repairing. Repairing. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle affirmative.
reporting.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Repairing. Unit ready. Building. New construction options. Unit repaired. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Structure
Yes,
sold.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Structure sold. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Spy plane ready. Select target. Unit ready. Building. Training. Our base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack. Unit ready. Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Our base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Silos
Agreed. Very well.
needed. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Building. Unit lost. Spy plane ready. Unit
Yes, sir.
repaired.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Report. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
Preparing. Construction complete. Cancel. Building. Unit ready. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Spy plane
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base
Acknowledged.
is under attack.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Course. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Of course.
Building.
At once. Agreed. 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 Yes, sir.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Our base is
Acknowledged.
under attack. Building. Building. New construction options. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes,
Construction
sir.
Affirmative.
complete.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Waiting for
Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Our base is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Waiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes,
Ready.
sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Agreed. Agreed.
Unit ready. Building. Select target. Reinforcements
Awaiting
have arrived.
affirmative.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
for affirmative.
Building. Unit lost.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting.
Unit
Very
ready.
affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Spy plane ready. Unit
Vehicle
lost.
report. Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Lost.
Ready and waiting.
Construction complete. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Waiting
Building.
acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Waiting
Building.
affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Comrade.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Awaiting
Base
orders.
under attack. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting on
Acknowledged.
affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Report.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Our base is under attack. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements have arrived. Insufficient funds. Select target. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Spy plane ready. Repairing. Select target. Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Affirmative. 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 Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements
Affirmative.
arrived.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged,
ready.
sir.
Yes,
Building.
sir.
Affirmative.
Silence
Affirmative.
needed. Preparing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Building. Unit prepared.
Comrade, affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Report acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders, yes, sir.
Spy plane
Affirmative.
ready. Unit ready. Building. Repairing.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle reported.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Of course. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Orders. Lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Spy
Yes,
plane
sir.
ready. Repairing. Repairing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building. Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
Comrade, affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders.
Unit repaired. Repairing. On hold. Building. Unit ready. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes,
Our
sir.
base
Vehicle
is under
reporting.
attack. Repairing. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Waiting order.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting
Unit
or
lost.
acknowledged. Awaiting affirmative. Awaiting acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Awaiting affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
New construction
Yes,
options.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Report knowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Report acknowledged.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Vehicle acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Select target.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit repaired. Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired. Building.
Acknowledged.
Spike lane ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Select target. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Repair.
Affirmative. Report acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Repairing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Unit repaired. Building. Repairing. Unit repaired. Unit ready.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting acknowledged. Affirmative.
Spike lane ready.
Awaiting acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Select target. Reinforcements have
Awaiting
arrived.
orders. Awaiting acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Select target.
Vehicle
Unit
acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Building.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy ready. Unit lost. Select target. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Once. Yes, sir. Once.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Base
Acknowledged.
is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Ready and waiting.
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Reinforcements have arrived.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. At once.
Unit lost. Select target. Unit lost.
Report. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Affirmative.
Report. Affirmative. 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 Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Affirmative.
Spy plane ready. Select target. Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Structure sold. Structure sold. Structure sold. Construction complete. Structure sold. New construction options. Unit ready. Building. On hold. Cancel. Structure sold.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. 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 Awaiting orders.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Spy plane ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building. Select target.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Reporting.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds. Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Building. Spy plane ready.
Affirmative.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Vehicle
Building.
reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
On hold. Cancel. Building. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready and
Yes,
waiting.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
sir.
lost. On hold. Cancel. Unit
Vehicle
lost.
reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Insufficient
reporting.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Report. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Unit lost. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Our base is under attack. Building. On hold. Building. Mission failed. Low power. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building. Repairing. 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 Structure sold. Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Structure sold. Building.
Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired. Repairing. Construction complete. Unit repaired. Building. Repairing. On hold.
Comrade.
Cancelled. Building. Unit repaired. Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. New construction options. Building. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building. Structure sold. Structure sold. Spy plane ready. Unit ready. Building. Select target.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building. Spy plane ready. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Comrade.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building. New construction options.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
Awaiting or acknowledged.
Comrade.
Affirmative.
Preparing. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building. Primary building selected. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Ready. Select target.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
order. Vehicle acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative.
Our
Yes,
base
sir.
is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Spy plane ready.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building. Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Preparing.
Waiting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting.
Building.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting
Yes, sir.
order. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting order.
Building. Unit
Awaiting
lost.
orders. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Ready and wait. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. Reporting. Waiting orders.
Building. Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Waiting order. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds. Our base is under attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Our base is under attack. Building.
Reporting.
Repair.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged.
On hold. Cancel. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Unit prepared. Repairing.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting
Reporting
for
ready.
affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under
Acknowledged.
attack. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, acknowledged.
Building. Spike
Perfect. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Orders.
Lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Vehicle reported.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Perfect. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Orders.
Lost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit repaired. Select target. Repairing. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit
Vehicle
lost.
reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Acknowledged.
Silos.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unit
Awaiting
lost.
orders. Affirmative.
Silos needed.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost. Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Waiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Awaiting
ready.
orders.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Spy plane ready.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
At once.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Agreed.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Vehicle acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Waiting order. Affirmative. Comrade.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Waiting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Insufficient.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative.
Waiting orders.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Our
Comrade.
base is under attack. Insufficient.
Yes, sir.
funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Structure sold.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Perfect. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Waiting order. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Unit ready. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Waiting acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Comrade.
Unit
Waiting
ready.
order. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Selected target.
Yes, acknowledged.
Reinforcements have
Affirmative.
arrived.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Selected target.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission failed.